Hello, everyone. David from Mortgage Choice. It is Tuesday, the 4th of April. And for the first time in a very long time, we have finally seen interest rates go on hold. The Reserve Bank made the announcement today at 2:30 that they're leaving interest rates on hold, mainly because they're happy with where inflation is heading. They can see that it's starting to come down. They announced that inflation peaked in December and that it dropped from about 8% to about 6.8% in March. So it's heading in the right direction. With good news, unfortunately, comes some bad news. The reason why we're seeing inflation come under control and come back down again is because we're starting to see the economy breaking. And unfortunately, this is what the Reserve Bank was aiming for. This is why they were increasing interest rates as much as they were. They wanted to see spending slow down, and they wanted to see things get back under control. And unfortunately, we are seeing that the retail space, it was announced this afternoon that the retail space is starting to head into a recession. And obviously, we've heard of a number of builders having massive issues over the last week. So in Victoria, Porter Davis and the Lloyd Group announced that they were going under last week. I think Porter Davis had 2,000 contracts in play. And that means that all of those contracts are no longer viable. And it means a lot of clients that are midway through construction won't have any options to complete their home. So it's shattering to hear that. This morning, it was announced that a massive builder in WA has also had issues, and they've let their entire sales team go to focus solely on getting their existing contracts covered. So at least that builder is trying to honor the contracts and finish off the projects for their clients. Yeah, but unfortunately for those with Porter Davis contracts, not so lucky. I've got bigger concerns for the building industry as a whole, because with these builders having their struggles, it means that a lot of suppliers won't get paid. A lot of these suppliers will offer lines of credit to builders, and have lines of credit up to $2 million, $3 million to buy supplies to build these homes until the progress payments are made. And these suppliers likely won't get paid back, or maybe they'll only get paid back a small portion of what they're owed. And there are a number of tradies as well that are employed by Porter Davis and these other builders, and they won't get paid potentially. So I really do feel for everyone involved. It's going to be a pretty rough 12 to 18 months to come. But hopefully the announcement today about rates going on hold is a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel, and that we're at least seeing a turn of the corner, and that hopefully we start to see some improvements to come in the near future. The biggest issue that a lot of clients that I speak to have is around cash flow. And with cash flow, the only way that we can improve that is to try and decrease interest rates, right? And we are proactively contacting as many clients as we can throughout the month to try and get discounts on their current interest rates. And just last month, we managed to save a collective $82,000 in annual interest for our clients. Sometimes it's $25 a month, sometimes it's $500 a month. So every situation is a little bit different, but the savings can be substantial. If we haven't reviewed your rate in the last 6 to 12 months, please reach out. I'm more than happy to have a look for you. But what I recommend all clients to do is to call your bank and ask for a discount. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. The more you call the bank, the more potential there is for them to provide you a discount. And even if it's 0.1 or 0.2%, it's going to make a difference, and you're going to appreciate that extra savings. So definitely keep that in mind. Another quick win that clients can have, or the clients can get, is if you're paying weekly or fortnightly, you can convert that frequency to monthly, and you'll end up saving between $100 and $300, because when you pay weekly and fortnightly, you're paying more than your monthly required minimum. So switching it back over to monthly will give you a lower required repayment and hopefully save you a little bit of money. You're not going to pay the loan off as fast by paying monthly, but if cash flow is your main concern, then let's focus on improving the cash flow, and then you can go back later on and change the frequency again, or pay extra into that mortgage anytime you want, right? So just about improving cash flow to get yourself through until we start to see potentially in 6 to 12 months these interest rates starting to come back down. Another thing that we've been talking about for the last 6 to 12 months is the property market. There was a lot of prediction in the news, a lot of doom and gloom about the property market falling through the floor. We actually received notice from Property Track this month that average property prices in Australia increased last month. So that's in line with what I'm seeing actually as a mortgage broker and helping clients with the purchase of their new homes and looking at valuations coming in. We haven't seen many valuations come in lower than expected, and all the purchase prices that we've seen have come in on contract price. So we haven't seen any significant downturns in the market at all. And it's not surprising to hear about the property market stabilizing because we've got very few clients that are selling their properties right now. Everyone's kind of keeping their cards close to their chest and not listing just yet. So we've got very little stock on the market. We've still got a fair amount of people that are trying to buy a home. And if there's less stock and you've got a decent amount of interest, then you've still got a fairly high demand level. And we've also got 350,000 people coming into the country each year. So that continued demand will either keep the property prices as they are, or eventually they'll go up. So I can't see them dropping anytime soon unless we see some major changes in the economy and things starting to break. So thank you for your time. As always, if you've got questions, please reach out. Always happy to have a chat. We can connect by either phone or by Zoom. So yeah, I hope this news comes to you well. And yeah, no interest rate rises. Have a drink. Thank you.